It says, and welcome to my channel. Today I am making little teapots. I'm also adding to this little book. Right, this idea I got from Helen Horton. Now you can see, I don't know how to pronounce her surname because it could be anything. It could be Houghton, Horton, Yufton even perhaps, because that name is pronounced all differently in the UK, all over the UK. Right, okay. And this is a little book, so these are all the little things I've put in the little book. I've also got some little cards. These are miniatures compared with what Helen did. Okay, but I've used the same sort of idea. Sorry, knock on the door interrupted my flow. I don't even know where I was. Okay. Yeah, so I think I was talking about making little images like that on journaling cards. Okay. Yes, you can ink the edges as well, which look really nice. And then so I've got my little book. I'm going to fill that with images, and I got that idea from Helen. Yeah. So if you'd like to join me today, please give me a thumbs up. That'd be absolutely amazing. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And let's go. Right, okay, so what we're doing today is things like this. Okay, showing you things like this, which we'll print. You can see one's there. That's not the one that's opposite way around. That's that one. I've also got these. Yeah, that's the same way. Gorgeous vase. If you wanted to put, because somebody asked me about vase, if you wanted to put flowers in, I think that's what the idea was. You would, or a vase, sorry, is it vase? Vase? In America it's vase, yes, I've been saying, yeah, I've been thinking. So I say vase. So when I say vase, I mean vase if you're American, okay. Right, so that's what the shape is. It's got, well, mine's got handles. You don't have to do that, but look at that, how gorgeous that is. That's my miniature. I've miniaturized the leaves. It's great, isn't it? And then I've got this, and if you wanted to put flowers in, I wouldn't do the hole there or the entry to the vase. I would just do a curved line on top, and that would work perfectly for it if you're going to put flowers in. It's probably a bit easier as well. Teapot, that's my teapot idea as well, so that's just a sort of whimsical teapot. There's some jugs. Another jug. Is that a carafe? They've all got little, this is the idea. I've got that is from Helen Horton. Okay, she's the one that actually inspired this. I love this one. The ink was wet and I was doing, and obviously got all over, but it sort of adds to it. Yeah, so I've got more pages in there, so we can add to that later. I've got a new design idea. Okay, so I've got all these. So hopefully you've been inspired. That is our teapot. So that's our teapot as I drew it, and that's our teapot slightly modified. But I think I forgot to move the lid up, the lid top up a bit. But I did move the lid slightly towards that way. Yeah, so you can do things like that's a jug. Now, if you didn't want to do these things, I would just draw a curved line there, and just that would still look like a jug if you still did this, but didn't have that. If you didn't want to do, if you wasn't able to do this, because it's perspective. It's called perspective, and that's actually quite, even though the jug is like this, that's actually what it would look like to the eye. I would try, perhaps if you can't understand that to yourself, I would try tracing one. I don't know whether you'd be able to translate it to your phone, but yeah, but you could, at least you can understand how the picture is. Right, this is my I've got a slight idea, so let's have a go. I'm going to do I saw a jug on the internet like this. Not jug, it's actually a jug teapot, and it's sort of like this teapot, or I don't know, coffee pot, teapot. So it's like that. I'm not going to have it too massive, so I'd want to make a nice squat teapot like that. It's nice and big so I can get plenty of design in there, doodles. I'm going to put a lid on it, but I'm going to put a lid that I might not take out. Okay, so that's got a lid, it's got a thing, it's got a thing there. I don't know if that's too, I don't know. Or shall we make the lid a bit bigger so it's, otherwise we might have a hole in the back there, yeah. Move that up. Remember to move that up this time, I didn't move it up last time. And then you put a handle, doesn't matter what that looks like. Okay, and then I'm going to just draw myself a guideline. Don't need to do that. Yeah. Actually, I do because it comes out there. I suppose. I mean, it's going to be printed, isn't it? So, or shall I make that a little bit bigger, then cut it out? Because you don't need to cut both. Don't need to double up that line and make that thick. Yes, I can do it like that. I won't cut out that though. Can we see this? It's like I'm a mile away, aren't I? Right, and then I'm going to leave that as it is. So you need some sort of handle. That jug has got that sort of shape like that. I've done a teapot like that as well, and like that. So it's like round up like that. But I've just done that one, a round one. That's fine. Should we put it on one of those tables? Hold on, I'm sure that's not straight. Doesn't matter if it's not, obviously, but for demo purposes, I think I need to make it look like you might want it to look straight. Okay, so that'll do. And I'm going to come along with the mat thing, okay, or tabletop if you like. Now you can come straight down here, it doesn't matter at all, or you can slightly make it come out as it would do for perspective. Okay, perspective reasons, there we go. And you can do it, you don't have to, you can do a nice round one, yeah. If you can do a round one, that'll be interesting, but square one's fine. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ignore this line there because that's wrong. Okay, there's your table, and that's what it looks like from the back. That doesn't matter that that's smaller than that because that adds to the beauty of it. I'm going to leave that. Right, okay, now, oh dear, I didn't show you my, look, I showed you how I normally do it, right, how you should do it is, how you actually should do it. Now this might help you, because it is sometimes very difficult to get your scissors or into either paper, because sometimes when you're cutting out these little, those with the paper, it's difficult to get your scissors in. So you can use a piece of foam, or a piece of corkboard or something like that might do it, and cut it like this, yes. Yeah, I'm still doing that even though that's got a handle on it. Okay. I'm still doing a parallel line even though that's got a handle on it. I'm saying that's what I mean. Okay. You can see what you've got to cut out: the handle and the lid. So yes, get this. Come on, dear. Yeah, so that's how I normally do it. If I just put use my finger as a base and then carefully do it with that, but you shouldn't really do that. It's yeah, oh, it's much easier to do it with a foam. Yeah, I get carried away sometimes. And obviously if you've got numb fingers, do be careful. I know some ladies tell me they have. So you've got numb fingers as well. You can see if anybody else, perhaps you could draw them, I don't know, and then somebody else could cut them out for you. Or something like that if you've got somebody. I was asked once if I could sell these, and I thought it would take me hours. Can you imagine if you get an order and everybody wants one, and you think, oh, maybe hours. Yeah, it's much more cost effective to make your own. Yeah, because I would have to charge loads of money for these. But I know people get them made, but I don't know how they do it. But I'd rather not do that, because that means I'm sort of like selling a product, and I don't want to do that. And that's not helping you be artistic. That's not helping you be creative. Right, so it's up to me which way round. I normally put it that way when I do this, and because then that comes the way I intend it. I drew it at the beginning. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put this on here. What I normally do is, if you haven't seen me before, I use permanent glue. So what I'm going to do now is glue this side. Oh, it don't matter about if I glue it on there, does it? Look at me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. If I'm gluing on paper, yeah, it might. Or my scoreboard, yeah, that's another thing I tend to do, yeah. Right, so this is going to be, it doesn't matter what receptacle it is. I mean, you could do that. You can make that a jug and do that in the jug and don't have that. You don't have to do it like I did and have the opening, but I could tell you how to draw that. Actually, that's a very, but I say if you trace an idea like that, you can work out how to draw it when you've traced it, because that's a very good exercise. People say, probably they used to tell you, don't trace, it's cheating, but it isn't. It isn't actually cheating. I've used it. But then I can see then how to draw something if I do that. Let me quickly show you. So let's do that. Let's do one with a top. Okay, so if I wanted to draw just a normal vase, I won't put handles on this one. So it's something like that, okay. And then you would just bring that down a bit like that. If you want to, I mean, it could be any shape. And you don't have to be even, because it could be whimsical, that's fine. Whimsical, yeah. So there we go, that's your, so I could just do a vase like this. That's a much more simpler one that I did. Don't have to do handles, just a plain vase, because I haven't got a plain vase actually. There you go, like that. And then yeah, we'll go all the way around, because I haven't, so you can just do a little thing there, okay. That could be a little bit, no matter. I would adjust that. I wouldn't follow the line. I would just adjust that so that's not quite so thin when I came to cut it out. And then you can, I'm doing, that's a rounded one. Okay, that's more square. Oops, so down. Let's get that a bit in. And then you don't even have to do these either. This is just what I got from Helen. I thought, what a cute idea, a little thing, because I could draw one, or I could just put one with my pence, with my that should have been a bit further down there, of course, so don't forget. I'm useless at that, aren't I? Yeah, so but I could use that for something else, don't worry about that. Yeah, because I sometimes do mark making things. This is 2mm foam. People have used adhesive foam instead of using the glue, which I haven't tried yet. But I wonder if you could use double-sided tape, particularly if you put in this bit onto something. I'm going to do a bit of doodling and showing you what I do. I'm not going to do that quite as thin as what it looks, especially this bit. Oh, actually, I've got that bit there. That might help. I don't know if I'm going to come around this way as well. So I can feel the scissors on my fingers. So just be careful if you've got numb fingers, or try and get somebody else to cut them. Somebody said to me once, I'm waiting for my daughter to come and help me. This was ages ago, nothing to do with foam stamps, but because I've only discovered foam stamps in the last 10 months. I can put it where I like, I put it there. Okay, I'm going to put some glue on again. You could, if you've got adhesive back in, you could just obviously peel it now. Right, so I remembered I'm going to glue on this side. Looks a bit, yeah, doesn't it? Don't want it too gloopy because it gets all over like this. I might have to pick that out. I've got a bit there that I need to pick out because it's gone on. Then I get it all over my fingers, yeah. That's it. I'm going to put that in the corner, so that's, I ain't cut them out yet, have I? So what I do is, don't do them right next to the edge, but do them a little bit. I'd say 1 millimetre, that's, you know, whatever it is, of an inch, 32nd of an inch or something into it, something, or if you're American, okay. Or if you're old like me and then remember the inches. Yeah. But I don't know how many years ago people from the continent and all that used sand. I think it's a long time before we did. Yeah, I think they were using it a long time for us. Yeah, in the UK, because I remember changing. I think we had to change by 1974. But I remember using centimetres, but definitely before that at school. Yeah. But I do remember using inches. And I think the teacher I had when I was 6. So it'd be definitely. Because I must have learned, well, I fancy learning that maths at that age. I do remember learning to tell the time, and I always remember that they said if you can do your 5 times table, you can learn to tell the time. If you can count in 5s, you can tell the time. So, and I thought, oh, that's good. And so I thought, oh, I can learn. And then I remember doing it. And obviously it's a long time. My brother was 7 when he learned to tell the time, and he's really brainy. I was telling it long before that. Right. I'm going to try and see if this is big enough. If not, one of them might be. Might need, if I did that, I might need 2 pieces, but that might fit, might it? No, I think I will need 2 pieces for both. So I'm going to try. Let's have a go. Never done this before, so yeah, first time on the camera. Right, so I'm going to put this down here. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, but I'm going to obviously cut round there. Okay, so I'll cut this across. Because this is going to be much less messy than glue, isn't it? That's what I'm thinking. I've got black on my hands, obviously. Yeah, it's printed on there, so that's good. Good way of cleaning your hands, isn't it? Yeah. So let's get this on. Okay, let's see where we are on here. No idea where we are, but here we are. Right, there we go. In. Come on, dear. Like that. Can you see that? Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully you can, because, yeah. Oh, and I've got a bit of extra. Oh, yeah, that'd be good then. If I do the other one as well, because I've got that a bit there, I can do. Because I only need a bit. Oops. I need a bit for the other side. And I don't think it would matter if it overlapped, would it? But I'm going to use it like this. Okay, I don't even know if it's working yet. Yeah, I'm doing this, yeah. I wouldn't know if it works. It should do, shouldn't it? Yeah. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to start all over again and think, oh no. So I've got to go out soon. I've got to get ready to go out. I've got my chiropractor. Because I couldn't go on Tuesday because my daughter needed me to babysit. Because she had to go to hospital. Yeah, I don't know why they don't. She's trying to get the GP, is it GP, whatever it is, doctor. They take her to see the urologist. Because apparently it's a urologist that should see her. Yeah, so there. I'm going to try and let's get this up here then, and we've done it. Let's get an old. Thought this is professional, you see. This is what the professionals do. They would cut it off there, and then they would do this, wouldn't they? Yes. So if you're a professional person, you're totally confused by me, yeah. Think, what is that woman doing? She's on YouTube and she's doing these weird things. Yeah, that's that. So yeah, it's. I would say this is. I don't know. It's definitely sticking to my scissors. I mean, at least it's nice and sticky, which is good, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm not going to bother if it gets all tangled on there because I just want to get it cut. And I'm just going to have to rip it off the scissors in a minute. Yeah. That's it. It's done it, hasn't it? You can still see a bit of adhesive. If you got adhesive foam, you wouldn't get that, would you? I'm going to see if I can get some adhesive foam. Just for that bit. Just for putting them on the extra bit for the cardboard. Not for this bit. Because I definitely think that would be a bit of a hindrance. I don't know. You might not agree. So if you don't agree with me, don't worry about it. That's fine. I've got to have your own opinion in your own mind. Yeah. So double-sided tape, no. Adhesive foam, yes. Best thing to use is actually a knife if you can use it, but guess what? I like to use scissors. Yeah, that's got a bit of a thing there, so I won't try not to use that bit. Okay, so I'm going to stick these straight on here. I don't need to do gloopy glue, do I? That's a good thing about now. Let's get that. I'm going to put that across there because that's about right, isn't it? This is what I mean. If you've got that single foam, they will take on those. That was a tip from a lady. That's one of the first people I watched. I don't know who it was, but she did give that tip. And I thought, yes, you clever lady, yes. That's a very good point and a very good excuse to use foam. Right, okay, let me see if I can get rid of... Perhaps I need to get rid of these bits, I don't know. Right, I don't know. Just thinking I've got the songs... Still got the songs playing in my head, even though it was 2 days ago. My grandchildren watched. That's one bit. And that's the other bit, hopefully. And that sticks on there. Yes. That was a lot easier. I think I'm going to have to get some adhesive, if I do 2mm adhesive foam, or even more, a millimetre, that's fine. Yeah, it's about 1,000,000 times easier to stick them down. Feels like I haven't done anything. That's good. Right, I've got sun in my eyes, so that means the sun's coming round. Luckily it's not, oh, it is on the desk. Oh, I don't like it when it's on the desk because then it's sort of like, and I don't realise it's there. And I'm telling everybody things and the sun's there glistening, yeah. Right, a good thing about that, at least if I print that now, that will not move, but this might, if it's still wet. It might not be by now. It seemed to dry quite quick the other day when I was doing some demo. That's okay there. I think scissors might flatten these edges down a bit, so that's why it's probably better to be using knife, but as you see, I'm using scissors and it will work. That seems a bit flat there. Sometimes I might put a piece of something in there if that looks a bit flat, because some of that, obviously it's against one of the rows there and it might be against the flat bit. Then you'd put something in there. I don't know though. We'll see. Right, okay, so now I'm going to get, now I thought this was a genius idea, some these are all creased and everything, but it doesn't matter at all, because when you stick them down, you might have a line, but it doesn't matter. When you stick them down, they are fine. I might have a bit of pink on there, doesn't matter, because I will be colouring one of the parts then. Okay, at least one of the parts, and it might not be, but it might be both. Now this is the professional way, so you can see where you're actually printing, although as it's permanent you just have to trust it after that. Okay, it's got that on there as well, so that might print, but I'm just going to try and go around the edge and then perhaps across there. Let's see how that's printed. Yep, perfect. Let's get this jug. So you could do several at once and make several at once, and then colour in the lot with different perhaps designs, or if you've already got patterns on your acrylic painty papers, or you could use other papers, both book what do you call it, scrapbooking papers, things like that. Book scrapping probably I was thinking, I don't know, and things like that. I could perhaps even use something like that to print on. That'd be quite nice. That's one of my little papers, yeah. And things like that, so you could try things. You don't have to use acrylic if you haven't got it. So even though I haven't got that around the edge, one of the edges was a bit squashed or open. I think it was this side then, if you want. Yeah, there. That's still printed fine because I pressed around the edge, and hopefully this one is as well. Yep, that's my vase without the handles. Yeah, there you go, demo of handles. Yeah, and so what we'll do now is use a pattern. I put flowers on one of them. It's there's the flowered one, look. Yeah, so there's the flower one. So I've just done white dots and just gone around with the flowers, done the flowers around, so you can do things, patterns like that. A lot of the time I do dots, which look really nice. That one's a dotty one. That's good, that leaf. Oh yeah, see, I've used digital there. That's my own though. Available on Ko-fi, but I've reduced it. I think I've got that on Ko-fi as well. It's a what do you call I don't know, like you've outlined the paper. That I got that idea from a lady and I can't remember her name. I think she's got something to do with Africa, but she's got a UK accent. I can't remember her name now. And then there's that one, just a spotty thing. And I've done some, so that is the original, the orange is the original, same as this, but I've added a green for the grid, so you can do things like that. Cute little book, isn't it? Yeah, I've just got staples there. So this is the book I made the other day on video, or if I didn't make it on video, I showed you it. I can't remember if I actually made this one, but I used that so double-sided tape and bits of scraps all over it, and that's not washi tape, the other one, masking tape, coloured masking tape. Yeah, right. So I've got this. I don't know, I could colour in, I'm going to colour in this. I'd say they're very, don't know if they're actually very dull. Yeah, they are. So it looks about the same as that on normal paper as it would on this. Okay. And I was going to do that pink, but that's pink anyway, so let's do this pink. So you can mix and match, things like that. You can do loads and loads of different ones, and then go along doing different patterns and colours. It works really well. It's white acrylic. This is white acrylic marker, 1mm. I can do some circles. I like to start like this, and I've definitely done the, because it doesn't look right unless you've got some edge ones like that. That's in my opinion. Okay, so, and then I'm going to do some, I fancy some of these. I could do the, let's do blue. I haven't really got blue. I've been making lots of master boards. I've been using them to put these on. As you can see, the tags and the journaling cards. See, and then inside, if you've got an inside, you could colour that in white if you want to, or whatever colour you like. I would definitely suggest changing it, because then it looks different to the inside of that, and it looks like you've completed the picture. You don't have to do this white, or you can do a different colour. You don't have to do anything I say. You can do what you there you go. Well, I usually say, actually, do as I say, not as I do. So yeah. Right, there we go. And I could do some lines like that as well. Also, you could also do some decorating around the edge. That sometimes makes it look more complete. I find this, before cutting it out to do the design, okay, I'm going to do something slightly different on the matte design, which is something like this. I don't know what, if Helen sees this, I don't know what she's going to think. But it's definitely, I definitely agree about the lines not looking, you know what I mean, perfect. I love that. Yeah, she said she likes that, and I do as well. I'm going to do some, I'm going to start with this actually and do some little dashes. Yeah, so you can do it like that, but I've decided, yeah, I should have kept that like that, but it doesn't matter at all, does it? Like that. It doesn't matter at all. Yeah, leave that as it is, or again I might do some dots. Oh yeah, when you've cut them out, it will be very different. So that looks the same as this, but when you've cut them out, it will look actually very different. Got my scissors here. Hopefully these are not too sticky. I've got another pair somewhere. Yeah, even the double-sided tape stickies them up. Yeah, as much as the glue does. Let's see if I can. Apparently these are very good at getting rid of stickiness. I've read, and actually after a bit they do. It doesn't stay like that forever, but at the moment it is. I'm going to just cut this out. Yeah, so as you can see, I've cut that bit off there by accident. So if you want to, you don't panic, you just add it back on if you want to. You don't have to at all, but you can. That'll do. Okay, and then you've got the choice, you can either cut that out or not. That's just be easy if I didn't, but if you did want some good quality scissors, I do recommend these for fussy cutting. Tim Holtz's, these are the 5-inch ones. Definitely recommend them. Definitely a game changer. I won't need to cut anything small out of this. This one's quite easy to do, isn't it? So this is the simplest one. I haven't done one of these. I've done all the complicated ones. There we go. So there's those. Okay, so what could we do with those? We could put them in here. Okay, so we got them. They need sticking down pop because I used stick glue, and I needed to use my art glitter, really. So there's this one matching, almost matching teapot there. Okay, and what I've done is gone around with a crayon, watercolour crayon. So I thought that looked quite nice. It sort of made that one. I really like. It's 2 different colours I've used for that one, and that doesn't match this at all. So that's fine, isn't it? Yeah. Sometimes I say make sure it matches. Right, because that's facing that way. I'd prefer that. If I put this in this book, I would prefer it on a page like I've done that. You see, I haven't put anything there yet. I could put it there. If you did want these go facing the other way as well, you could do 2 lots. All you've got to do is, where's my yellow? Let's have a look. All you've got to do is, oh, it'll be this one, won't it? Because that one's about the same, so you perhaps wouldn't want to do one of those again. If you've got a handled thing, all you've got to do is, because obviously I want to do this. My watch says move. Right, where's my, oh, hiding. Right. Yeah, so that's what that beeping was, that noise. Right, so what you would do is this. And if you want it that way round, if you want it the other way round rather, if you want it the other way round, just print it like this. And then just cut that out, and when you put it on your foam, you put it the same way as it looks now. So the one you printed, you put on your foam, it will print the other way. So that prints that way. That will print the other way to that. Okay, so that's interesting, and so you would cut that out, which I will definitely do later because it's there, and I need to get on, and I'll just show you my. Oh dear, look at this. I won't do that now. I'll do it later when they've settled down a bit. Right, or I've cleaned them because I haven't got time to clean them at the moment. So now we ignore the foam stamp, the foam actual stamp to get the images. You can get things like your master boards that we made the other day as well. So some master, well, that looked quite nice on there. Okay, so this is my green one. This is a green one. I've done loads. Right, and then I've got that could go on there. I could do a pattern on this as well. You don't have to leave it. Look, I've cut that a bit short there, haven't I? So I could come in and thicken that line a bit if I want to. And then add some more dots. Even though I've got dots on there, I can add some more, don't matter. That's if it's dry. That's if this is dry and that's working. So that's better, and that's fine, nothing wrong with that. And I say you could put patterns on. I've done stripes, which looks so nice. Let's have a look. That's some swirls. So that's not my own artwork, is it? Oh, that isn't either. That's not actually my own artwork. Just added some little tiny butterflies to there instead of a word. And obviously I've done a lot of these, but sort of that one. Look how amazing that one looks. Looks absolutely fine. I've done some. I've also done around the edge in white, but I think it was that ink that stayed wet, but that adds to it somehow. But now I'm going to go along here. I should have waited till it was dry, but I didn't realise. Okay, and that actually adds to the way it looks. I'm just going to do some dots. Dots there and circles here. Okay, so you can always add to it later when it's dried. It's got something really nice about it, hasn't it? And the background is obviously one of these masterboards. That's the journaling card. So I've moved it over to that side because I intend to put a word or something here. You can put it down in the middle. I don't like putting them in the middle. It's like, I don't know, it's hard to describe. I think it's because, this is my personal preference, it's because it doesn't look like you've tried to do anything. I don't know. Yes, it's personal. So I've done that one to that side and put a word beauty there. That one, that teapot's virtually in the middle, but it's got that to the side and that to that side. That's the jug again. So I don't know, there's something about not putting them in the middle to me. And that one again, not in the middle, but I've put that over to that side, and that's my handwriting that I've practiced doing. That's practice. It is not my natural, nowhere near neat handwriting. I haven't got neat handwriting at all. Right, so this is another one, but I think this might look too pink on these. It might not stand out so much. I could actually colour that in. If I wanted to use that as the background, I could colour that in a different colour. Or something like that. Yeah, these definitely match the green, don't they? I've got a thinner green. Where's the thinner green? Right, so I found it now. Right, so what this is, I realised that was like that. What this is a masterboard, and I've done it directly onto a cereal box. Oh, I didn't realise. It had a raised thing there. Never mind, I don't think it shows. Right, so so you could do that, because that's a bit thinner than this, because what I've done there is done cereal box and a masterboard on top of some 160 GSM or £60 card stock. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you could put that on there as well. As I said, you can do that, but I'm going to put them in that book because I want to fill the book. How cute is it? What a cute idea. And I got the idea from Helen as well. Yeah, so that's good. So that could go there, perhaps. Again, I've only got glue. I've only got that sort of glue with me. I've got that one, but I think it's too wet at the moment. So I'm going to put some. I'm going to stick this in there. I mean, you can still even do some doodling if you like while they're in the book. So you can do that. Look at me gluing in there. No, this is, see, don't do as I say, don't do as I do. Don't glue in your book like that. Yeah, this is why the edges don't get done, I think. Right, what's going on now? Why do it keep getting beeps and things? It's moaning about something. Right, I don't mean anybody. I mean it's something's moaning about something. Right, so I can put that there. I'm thinking about putting, as I say, I won't put that on that side. I would put it on the other side if it fits. I think it does just. And I'm definitely going to think about doing some doodles on it as well. So that might be what I do in a minute as we close. But how gorgeous are these? How gorgeous. It's got to go in there. Okay, and I suppose you can do things like stripes, why not? In colours, or you can do in white. So a couple of stripes across the teapot like that. And let's have, I'll do yellow ones. Why not? So I do hope you like my content today. All these different cute teapots and jugs and things like that. And please give me a thumbs up, that'd be absolutely amazing. Oh, I've got some at Amazon out for delivery, that's quite interesting, isn't it? And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. That's cute, isn't it? Nothing wrong with that one. That's added something to it. And then I want to put, I need 2 more for there, so I need some facing that way. So I could do another one of those and face it that way, or I can just print some of the ones I've already got. I'd have another vase, but completely different there. Okay, I've got some more blank pages. How many more can I do? I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 to do. Yes, I might have this on my thumbnail, but which bit? I think that one, because it shows that gorgeous paper. People seem to like that and that one. So I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Thank you.